So here we would be talking about a selection statement. Selection statement means if then else. If then else. And so what does it mean? Okay, let's talk about. Say your program has 3 lines of code, right? And let's make it. You have 3 lines of code, and you have executed this code, all right? And now you are going to proceed to execute the next line. Sometimes you would say, execute this statement on a condition. On a condition. Right? So that is what right? For example, you go to DMV and they issue a license, right? They issue a license, a driver's license, right? A driver's license. And when do they issue the license? Is if you pass the exam, right? If you pass the exam, then they issue a driver's license. Else what? Let's say you failed. What does it mean? Take the exam again, right? Take the exam again. So if you see here, let's say end something like that. So now you have 2 statements, right? 2 statements, and those 2 statements are, in this case, are mutually exclusively executed. You either issue a driver's license or take the exam again, but it's not both, right? So this is what is called if then else statement. It means you execute a statement only on a condition. And what if the condition fails? Then you go to the alternate. You check the alternate, right? Let's figure out one more example. It'll make it easier, right? Say a student, we're talking about a student. We're talking about a student who we're going to issue a letter grade. Letter grade, right? So what does it mean? Let's say you ask the student the point he received, in the semester, points received in the semester, and he's going to type in, say he types in 94 points, right, in the exam. So when do you give a letter grade A? Here it is, post, let's say this is the statement, post letter grade A. You have another statement called post letter grade B. Let's keep it only 3 things, okay? The rest you kind of know what I'm talking about. Post letter grade C. Just leave it at that, right? So we say if obviously a student will not receive all 3, right? A, B, C. He's going to receive either A or a B or a C, right? That's what the student is going to receive. So we have to execute either this or that, right? Not all 3. So you say if points, okay, by the way, I remind you, this syntax, the grammar is generic, okay? The grammar, the way you write the syntax for each programming language differs considerably. So this is a very generic language I'm writing to convey the message. Okay, so if the points is greater than 89, right, if it is greater than 89, then you say post letter grade A. Yeah, so now what if the student got 85? That means here you say else if points is, again you're checking the is greater than, say, 79, right? If it is greater than 79, then you're going to say post letter B. Then you will say else if points greater than 69, say, right? Else if everything is fails, you can say take the class again. Take the class again. Okay, so this is the algorithm on how to issue a letter grade. Okay, so we saw for 94 it prints letter A and it will skip for rest. Okay, and if you have 85, so it's going to come here. Let's say we are executing this line of code, right? Executing this line of code. There's a block of code now, right? So let's come here with 85. Is points greater than 89? No, it's 85. So it comes to the else part. It comes to the else part. And it says, is the points greater than 79? Yes. So post letter B, right? And you don't check the rest of the else statements because that's not the way it works. If then else statements are executed mutually exclusive. Only one of them will execute. Exclusive. Okay. And let's say the user, the student got, say, 65. So let's figure out where he lands, right? So it's going to come here. Points is greater than 89? No. So it's going to skip and jump to the else part. Is the points greater than 79? No. So it's going to skip B also. It's going to come here. Is this point 65 greater than 69? No. Then it's going to come to the last part, else. If nothing else, take the class again, right? So that's how it. So this is called a selection statement. You execute certain statements only when the condition is satisfied. Only if the condition is satisfied. That's why it's called a selection statement. All right. And so this is a very generic code that I wrote. The syntax is completely different for each and every programming language, but the concept remains the same across all programming languages. If then else is used in a different way, right? So we'll solve another problems later. Okay, thank you.